City of Gods and Monsters is up right now. I'm not reading this book right now. I'll explain why that's up later. And this I got in the spring, either the spring or early summer of this year. And I say it's not super maybe fair because this one is newer and this is also the Color Kobo. The Kobo Color Libra, I believe that it is called. So let's start with things that I like about them. So obviously the main point of these is to read your books, but ebook style. So if I go into this book, first off, I think the Kindle, at least with this case on, is super good for tapping. it taps real good. So the actual book, if it will open, like, hello, there we go, okay. I will say this is really slow. I don't know if it's just me, but it has gotten very slow. Okay, I'm trying to get to like a normal page. So both of them have like very good customizable fonts, sizes, brightness, that sort of thing. So and I do also, I use it for my Kindle. I have one of those little clicky things that you stick to the side, and then you have the button that you can flip through the pages. That is nice. I'm sure I could use it on my Kobo. I haven't tried to though. So honestly, just positives on this one. The real only positive I have that the Kobo doesn't have is Kindle Unlimited. Kobo does have like their version of Kindle Unlimited, but it is not nearly as good. I had it for the first couple months that I had my Kobo, but I canceled it just because Kindle Unlimited is so good. So I will be honest that I really only use my Kindle these days to read my Kindle Unlimited books if I am at home. Otherwise, I will just read them on my phone, because usually I'll read those books like when I'm out and about, or maybe have some downtime at work. But yeah, Kindle Unlimited is a great, I'm in Canada, I think it's $9.99 a month, like so worth it. So many popular books are on there. I'll put up some examples of I'll go to my library right now and tell you what I have from Kindle Unlimited right now in my library. So yeah, The City of Gods and Monsters, I think it's a trilogy. Metal Slinger by Rachel Schneider, which right now is like huge on Book Talk. All of Frida McFadden's books. The Shatter Me series. The Book of Azrael. Nocticadia, Anathema by Carrie Lake, which are both pretty popular right now. All Elsie Silver books. So her Chestnut Springs series and her new series, the entire Zodiac Academy series, the Binding 13 series, I forget what the series is called, by Chloe Walsh, the Emily McIntyre's Dark Romance series, I forget what it's called. I have The Song of Achilles, that book, Penelope Douglas, so Credence, Birthday Girl, those are on here. The Billionaire's Dreamland series, The Fine Print, I think is the first one. Romance series is called. But there are some really, really good options. Now for negatives for this, I kind of just mentioned it, but again, I don't know if it's just mine, but it has gotten extremely slow. Like, it takes like 5 seconds to do anything on it. One other positive, this is actually new on the Kindle, that you can finally purchase books, Kindle Unlimited or not, just like fully purchase books from the Kindle now. Not long ago, you could not do that, and that was a big reason why I wanted the Kobo, but you can do that now, so that is a new positive for it. But yeah, mine has slowed down a lot, and to me, this was just not as like aesthetically pleasing. I did want a color one. I know there is a color version of Kindle now as well, but it looks like this. It's not like my big Kobo, so I don't know. It's not as aesthetic for me. I know that doesn't really matter, but I kind of like that. So let me show you my Kobo now. So I just have on a case like this to cover it, which is like an official Kobo case. So like I said, this is the color version. Currently the Kobo or the Kindle doesn't come in a color version that's big like this with the buttons. I want it. I'm glad I have like this big version. I like the big machine. I don't know what it is. And white. I wanted white. To me, this is just way more me. I love the white. I love being able to just like sit and then just have my finger here to go to the next page, go back, whatnot. I have no issues like holding this. And I know some people don't care about color because when you're actually reading, it's not in color, right? But I enjoy the color. Personally, the color does it for me. So it's off, or like it's sleeping right now. But if I turn it on, so this is like my home. Then if I go into that book, so this is the actual cover. I think it looks great. The colors are great. And again, just like on the Kindle, the customization for font and size and just so many options to make it the best reading experience for you. So just for like that alone, I would recommend like any e-reader, and being able to read in the dark, like when lying in bed, my boyfriend wants to sleep, I can still read on this and not have to have like a big bright light shining down on my physical book, and they're so much easier to hold than a physical book. Although I do love a physical book, don't get me wrong. I do believe though that there are some more options with the Kobo. Like, not only can you change the brightness, but you can change like the warmth. You can make it warmer or cooler because it's color. And because it's color, I can highlight in color. So if I hold down this, I want to highlight this part. Let's make it pink. So I can highlight in color, which I think is cool. I don't do much highlighting. Let's remove that. But when I do enjoy it. So some pros of the Kobo that I think are really cool is there are stats like as you're reading. So if I see about, because I hadn't used my Kindle in a while, to see if it was true that I could buy books from there now. And yes, you can, but while I was trying to do that, it was so unbelievably slow. It wasn't doing what I was asking it to. And I did add the City of Gods and Monsters to my library, but I did not want to read it. And then I was looking at another book, and all of a sudden that book opened up, and I was like reading it, like, actually, no, Kindle, I don't want to be reading this. So that's why it says that I'm reading that, even though I didn't click on it to actually read it. But anyways, I know this is newer, but I've had no issues, hopefully it won't, with like lag or speed or anything like that. But some really cool things about the Kobo is there's a notebook, so I can create different notes and things, like new notebook. So there's a basic notebook which I can use, but then I can make folders. There's an advanced notebook, and you can buy a stylus and like fully like write in it, which I don't have, but because I just don't think I would use it that much. And the store, the Kobo store for books, is really good as well. You can see like the top 50 books, and there's always sales. Pretty much every single book I have in my Kobo library was from checking that day's top books and buying books for like 90% off. So it's been pretty sweet. I want to get this as well. I did say, it's called Kobo Plus. They're like Kindle Unlimited version, which honestly, it's not like that bad. They have this, I don't know what this series is actually called, but by Jennifer L. Armentrout, that whole series on there. They have a bunch of manga, like that's, when I had it free, that's where I read the first few Attack on Titan graphic novels. It's like, it's not the worst, but definitely not as good as Kindle Unlimited. And also, one big plus for this is here you can access your Dropbox, Google Drive, my battery's low, my articles, all my activities, my wish list. So because you can do this, I was able to transfer all of the books that I had actually purchased. This does not work with Kindle Unlimited books, unfortunately, because you're not actually purchasing those books. But because I had had my Kindle for years prior to buying this, I had actually purchased a number of books. I was able to transfer them to my Kobo, which was awesome. So let me show you one that I did transfer. So they're a little bit shorter here, but A Discovery of Witches and what is it called? This Michael Crichton book there. Those are ones that I transferred over. Now, I'm not going to go through with you how to do that because we would be here all day, but I will link in the description the video that I watched to help me do that. He was so straightforward. Amazing video. I couldn't do it better myself anyways, because you do need your computer, and it involves like getting into your Amazon, and you have to change the format of the books and then upload them to whatever in order to get them on here. But it was totally worth it. Would recommend if you get a Kobo and you have books that you've purchased on your Kindle. So overall, I do prefer my Kobo, just the reading experience on it, plus plus the color is just so much smoother. I just enjoy using this a lot more. And yeah, all the sales on books, I love just going on daily and going through the store and seeing what's on sale. And so I really only use my Kindle for Kindle Unlimited now. So it still has a purpose. I just don't enjoy using it as much, so it's not like my primary e-reader. And again, this is all just my opinion, my experiences. Again, I've had this for 4 or 5 years in my Kindle Kobo, for not even a year. But let me know what your experiences with them are. If you even have an e-reader, maybe you don't. But even if, I would still recommend a Kobo and Kindle Unlimited, because I mostly read Kindle Unlimited on my phone anyways, which you can do with the Kobo Plus as well, by the way. But okay, I feel like I've been blabbing. I apologize if that was a little bit all over the place. But yeah, thank you so very much for watching. If you haven't, make sure to check out channel memberships, where I post an exclusive video every single week for channel members. We have a whole slew of videos